With both 2010 and now 2011 seeing the grounding of aircraft due to volcanoes and the holidays of millions affected, it's a great reminder that there is one form of transport that sails on unaffected by the problems: the ferry. Whilst for some it became a real lifesaver getting them back to Europe or home to the UK, for millions of us each year this remains the way to travel to the continent on our holidays. No busy, congested airports, no hassle at security, and no extra fees for baggage and seating. So taking a ferry as your way to get on your holiday of the continent really does open up a massive range of opportunities to you. You can travel to discover cities, towns, the countryside, mountains, beaches, you name it. And of course there's a massive range of accommodation as well. Everything from holiday parks and campsites through to chateaux with gîtes, villas and hotels in between. And using your car means that you've got complete freedom. You can move on and go wherever you want to go at any time. You can stock up on loads of goodies to take back home, and you can really make the holiday that's right for you. It's your choice. You've got that ultimate freedom. So it's an excellent way to travel and get yourself a holiday you wouldn't normally do. So let's start with the basics. Booking has never been easier. We offer a price comparison service for all the ferry companies operating to and from the UK. You can pick one way or return and go out and back with different companies on different routes. Today we've picked a crossing where we're going to travel by Brittany Ferries from Portsmouth to St Malo and then come home again from Cherbourg back to Portsmouth. Now before setting off, there are a few things that you need to be prepared for. You need to fit headlamp adapters, easy to fit to your car. You need to pop a GB plate onto the back of your car. And you'll need to have a warning triangle. You need one for France and two for Spain in case of a breakdown. You'll need a first aid kit, a reflective vest to wear in case you break down, and a fire extinguisher. Don't worry if you forget any item before you get on board, because you can usually pick these up from the shop either at the terminal or on the ship. And of course, don't forget your driving licence. You'll need both the green form and the photo card, as well as your motor insurance for driving in Europe and a breakdown cover for complete peace of mind. Now, arriving at the port can be worrying if you've never sailed before. However, your tickets will give you all the info of where to go and what time to arrive. Now here at Portsmouth, they've just opened a brand new state-of-the-art terminal. It's got everything from check-in desks through to cafes, shops and toilets, just to make your journey easier. Once it's time to board, you need to drive up with your documentation and ID to the desks. These will then be checked and you just drive straight onto the ferry. It's easy, just follow the directions of the staff. There are many of them throughout the port. Okay, so we're now on board and we're parked up on the deck. They give us a little card so we know where to come back to later. I've got my bag for overnight. That's all you need to take with you. So I'm just going to shut the car up now, head up onto the ship and explore, and we'll catch you later. The cabin I'm staying in for the overnight trip to St Malo is an outside club class 4-berth. It's got its own facilities, very spacious and comfortable with air conditioning as standard. It's great for a family or a group of friends. In addition, you can also opt for a 2 or a 4-berth cabin that may or may not have a porthole, but the best cabins on board Brittany Ferries are the Commodore class cabins. Really luxurious, every mod con, and you even get a free chocolate bar. And of course another option is of course just to go for a reclining seat, more than comfortable, and you can sit back and relax and enjoy the journey in comfort. Now the ship's got a full range of services on board. There's shops catering for last minute essentials as well as duty free. The kids can go and play in the play area or take part in organised onboard programme events. There's also a games room and an internet Wi-Fi throughout the ship. There's loads of places to eat, a real choice, from a self-service restaurant, a cafe. There's a piano bar and a main bar, and of course a full service restaurant, Les Aubert, where you can order a meal and wine from the friendly waiters. And after dinner, you know, why not retire to one of the bars or go and catch a film in the onboard cinema or enjoy the onboard cabaret. All of this will really set you up for a great start to your holiday. Well, good morning. I've had a great night's sleep on board. I'm feeling really rested and relaxed now. I'm going to have a quick breakfast and then we'll be shortly getting called down to the car decks to actually disembark. France is just on the horizon now, sun's coming up. I'm looking forward to the start of my holiday. Okay, so welcome to France. Of course, we've made it here now, and now time to go off on our break. Don't forget, of course, when you're driving here, you're going to be driving on the right-hand side, and it really does pay to read up on some of the basics, such as the road signs, because they can be quite often different to what we're used to in the UK. Also, be very aware of the speed limits, which again are going to be different, and they're always in kilometres per hour, not in miles per hour. Again, just what we're used to at home. And of course, it's always handy to have some change with you in the car. Many of the motorways here are toll roads, so it's good to have cash to pay should you end up on a motorway. Off we go. After your break on the continent, the journey home really couldn't be easier. We chose one of Brittany Ferries' high-speed ferries to leave France, whisking us back to Portsmouth in only 3 hours, and it gave us time for a drink on board in the comfy lounges and chance for a last-minute visit to the duty-free shop. But where I like to be is out here on the back of the deck, taking in the sea air, reflecting on my break as we zoom back home. You know, taking a ferry or a ferry holiday is such an easy way of travelling to the continent. It's modern, it's comfortable, it's also very cost effective, as you don't have to worry about paying for extras such as luggage like you do on a holiday flight. And it is definitely relaxing, and taking the ferry breaks up the driving when you travel off. It really does get you into that holiday mood, and the sailing becomes a real part of your break. So where are you going to head next on your ferry holiday?